All right, here we go. Playing Fairy-Stockfish level 2 in duck chess. And we're going to start off e4, d4. Okay. c5, immediately challenging the center. I don't have to take. I could just develop my knight. Okay, I can develop the other knight. He wants to put his bishop here. I don't want to allow him to move his e-pawn. So, what do I do here? I'll go bishop c4. I take back, castle, and maybe something like f3 to solidify this pawn, and duck e6, preventing black from pushing. Okay, that's interesting. You want to go b5. I'll just develop bishop, and I mean, I can allow b5. Yeah, doesn't really, it's kind of an empty threat. I'll just go back. Okay, fianchettoing both bishops, which maybe in a normal game of chess I shouldn't have allowed. But in duck chess, the duck is a good defender, so it kind of nerfs the two bishops. So on level 2, definitely a little bit stronger, I can tell. Not hanging anything immediately. Let's be patient. But this is actually a good way to practice duck chess, is to just, if you want to get better, you just play against the Fairy-Stockfish bots. And try to beat them consistently. All right, so that's good. He's just being patient. Maybe he wants to go e5, but I can place the duck here again and block it. So I'll just be very patient. Just be patient. I'll go rook c1. Okay, jumps in with the knight. Now, if he takes the bishop, it damages my pawn structure. But generally, trading away the knight is not, knights are preferred. So if he gets the bishop pair, it's actually not such a bad thing for me. I could also slide back. I'm going to do that. I'm going to preserve the bishop to stay flexible. Okay, that's solid. Now I could jump in with my knight. I'm realizing in a perfect world, I mean, the bot wouldn't blunder this, but if I move my knight here and put the duck there and he moves his queen, I can take the pawn, attack the king, and place the duck in the corner, and that would be smothered duckmate with the knight, which is pretty dank. But that's kind of risky because if I go in, he could just take, and then that opens up the bishop. So maybe I go in with the bishop. I don't know why they want to put the duck on h1. It's really annoying when you have no time because if I'm in a time scramble and you put the duck on h1, I have to drag the mouse to move it to go to the farthest part of the board. So it's kind of a pain. So I'll put the duck here. Okay, so doesn't take that long for level 2 to just hang a piece, like blatantly hang a piece. I could take with the pawn. Yeah, I'll take with the pawn. So level 2 just gave me uh gave me a knight for free, and I have dominant central space. The queen has to retreat all the way back to d8. These knights are dominating. This bishop is active, however, I literally want a piece. Um, all right, plenty of time, 6.5 minutes. Now the bot, I'm doing a 10-minute game plus 5 second increment, and the bot plays literally instantly. So it's a little bit intimidating. What do I do now? I was thinking of this and duck here. The point is that I'm going to take this on the next move. I think that looks good. Eh, maybe not, because you could take this. Hmm. Now it gets tricky because I can block this or I can block this, but I have to allow my opponent either to play e6 or to take this. So I have to allow one of those things. I'm going to go here. Okay, I can trade if I want to. Yeah, I'm gonna trade the rook. I was thinking I can play this and duck here, because then you can win the rook, but then he can take and put his duck there. So maybe I just take and go like this. Now that uh, doesn't seem right. Do I want to allow this? Yeah, I think I can. I can also take and put the duck here. The rook can move, but at least I prevent his bishop from taking my knight. All right, I'm just gonna do this. So I'm up material. Let's quickly do a count. It's a 3-on-2 over here. 3-on-3. I have an extra knight and a path's d-pawn. So things are looking pretty good for level 2, but now you have to keep your nerve. You have to keep your nerve. I'll go back. Okay, I don't really care, or maybe I should care about that. Yeah, probably shouldn't have allowed that, although I didn't see what else to do. Now my knight's hanging. If I move the knight, I will lose the queen, unless I interpose with the duck. But then he's attacking this. So this is going to get complicated. But I have to remain calm because I'm up material. And if I could just trade pieces and thwart Black's attack, I should be in good shape. Um, yeah, that's tricky. This is annoying, actually, very annoying. Okay, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. But I may have no I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I could just play this and duck here, preventing the bishop from taking the knight, and now you can't take because it's defended. Let me do this. And level 2 blunders. I take the queen, block, you can't take back. And what in the world? Now, honestly, I know you're level 2, but like, I mean, they have a sense of humor. Like, you lose your queen and then you just immediately crash out and just give me all your pieces. It's unbelievable. I'm gonna go here. I mean, that's insane. That sequence makes literally no sense. That is ridiculous. Just make sure not to hang your king. I have, I'm down on the clock, obviously, but I have plenty of time. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna harass your bishop and I'm gonna trap it with queen b7 and duck b6. Say goodbye to your bishop. I take it. Now the easiest thing to do is to just swarm the king. Just put pressure on the king. This is fine. Does he see it? Okay, is this mate? This is actually, oh wow. This is mate. It's a very cool mate. You can pause the video now and try to figure out, well, how do you checkmate or how do you win the game in the next move, forcing black to basically mate himself. How do you do it? You can pause the video. Well, if you thought, oh, well, queen takes f7 is literally mate, black king can't go anywhere. Maybe you put the duck here so that if black moves the duck, then you take the king. But in fact, if queen takes f7, black can put the king on h8. Oh, no, that is actually mate. But I was thinking of a because if you put the king here, then two pieces are attacking it, and you would take the king on the next move. But I was thinking prettier way with the rook. Rook h8 and duck g7. And they don't take. Basically, and now it's checkmate, and we beat level 2. Why is this mate? Well, the king can't go anywhere. The king has to take the rook and then move the duck somewhere, in which case I will just take the king. So, but for some reason, this bot is programmed to not capture pieces unless it absolutely has to. So it will not enjoy my sacrifice. Instead, it would just leave the king there to die and not take the rook. But, you know, you take. And also, pie chess default, they put the duck when I take the king. They always default put the duck on the square where my piece came from. So my rook came from h8. It will end the position. Rook takes h7, comma, duck h8 right here. So that's pretty cool. But I mean, I could have also there's also another mate. You could take on f7 and place the duck on g7 if you wanted to, because then if black moves the king, it's mate. If you move anything else, you have to move the duck, and then the queen takes the king. So that is very good. So we're playing 10 minutes, 5-second increment. Let's match with d5. Okay. Preventing this pawn. That's probably the best way to play it is to just put the duck here. I could put the duck there, but then I allow him to move his pawn. Okay, so the bot likes to fianchetto, but hasn't really gotten good positions from it. Let's just play solid. And again, we see the c5 or c4. In the last video, we also saw pawn c4 for level 1. Clever move, trying to go c5 and trap the bishop by putting the duck on e7. But I don't care. I'm going to take and say, do your worst. Do your worst. Okay. Here goes b5. Maybe a little weakening towards the diagonal. And there you go, a4. Don't want to play a6 because he could take, and then he has this pressure here. I don't want that to happen. So what do I do? What did I do? Maybe bishop e7. Put the duck here because if he takes back, then he moves the duck. Then I take back with the bishop, and it's a fair trade. Okay, that's interesting. So that's unleashing the bishop onto my rook, but again, it's not trapped because I can block with the duck. I may want to take this time to castle the king and put the duck here, blocking his bishop from taking the rook. Okay, a very ill-advised sacrifice, attacking the rook and the queen, but you just sent your knight into my position to perish. I will take you, and now you have nothing. I will try to go for a bishop trade. Okay, I kind of lost a pawn there, but it's fine. I will insist that you take take my... No, okay, he's not taking. Um, okay. Just keep up the pressure. This bishop is defended by the knight, so I'm going to let them decide what they want to do here. That's a good move. That's a good move, attacking my bishop in two different directions. Now I could block with the duck. Could centralize my knight. What's a good move here? I can't really move the knight, this knight. I could maybe go for... Yeah, this is a little bit unpleasant. I don't want to block. Maybe I'll do... Oh, this is smart too. He put the duck here so that he can play e4 on the next move if I move my bishop to d5. All right, this is a little bit tricky. I am inclined to move my knight, blocking the bishop. And now if you take, it's fine, because I could just take back with the knight. Why? 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 Why sack your queen when you can just take with the knight? What are you doing? There's no reason to bring... okay, you're level 2, but like, what is the point of that? All right, just give me material you take, and you put the duck here for literally no reason. You could put the duck here. That would be a little bit more challenging, but no, you put the duck in literally the weirdest, most useless spot on the board. I mean, it's very comical, but this is just really bad. The knight is trapped, actually. Here and duck here. Why? Why? I mean, I guess I should enjoy it while it lasts because when you get to the higher levels, they don't blunder like this. They are rock solid and very tricky, and I probably would need to increase the time control because I would lose on time if I play level 4, level 5 in like Blitz. I'm doing a longer time control to explain my thought process, but in fast time control it is tough. So I'm gonna take the knight and put the duck here. If you take my rook, no, okay. But if you take my rook, there you go. You move the duck, and I can take back with the queen or the rook. I'll take back with the rook. Maybe go duck here. Okay, that's fine. I can go here and move the duck to d2, which prevents this bishop from ever moving, and the rook. So just one duck uh, prevents two of white's only pieces from getting into the game. And if I want to, I could be really annoying and just do that the entire game. Put the duck on d2, basically say, you can't make a move. Put the duck on d2, swarm the position, I can take, and you can't take back. Now I'll go here, your pawn. I can go for a rook trade, is fine. I can take the pawn, and I'm gonna win shortly. I don't care. You can take my pawn. Now, what is a good way to do this? Go here. You take. I don't care. I could literally leave my king here. I don't need to take back. I'm gonna sacrifice. This may be the quickest way to victory. Because now I take, and now I have a runaway c pawn that you cannot stop. You can only stop it with the duck, but I'm not sure level 2 is gonna figure that out. Is it gonna figure it out? No, it doesn't. So if it was smart, it would put the duck here, preventing me from um pushing and making a queen. But now what I can do, I can guarantee there's a way to guarantee I can promote this pawn on the next move. Can anyone spot it? How do I ensure that I can promote the pawn? Well, I push And the next move I'm going to push. So I put the duck on the promotion square. You have no choice but to move the duck, or the opponent has to move the duck, and they cannot stop you from promoting. And now you promote, and now I have two queens. And what is the way to do this? I'm going to push this pawn, basically slowly cut off the king circulation. I'm going to go in here. It's not mate just yet, but this is mate. You either take the queen. Okay, it's not taking. And I take your queen and I move 40. Queen takes h2. Game over. I am victorious against level 2 stockfish. All right. Hope you like this duck chess video. I'll see you in the next one.